Welcome, I'm AJ, and this is on Magic and Folklore. Hi guys, AJ here. Today I'm going to be talking to you about breath work, meditation, and the energetic body. I'll start with breath work and go from there. Breath work is important in that without breath, we're not alive. We have to breathe to live. But particularly in dealing with ritual and spell work, magical practitioner, it helps to focus you, ground you, and build the energetic body so that you can perform more complex rituals and spells later. For now, I'm staying to basics so that you can start to build the energetic body and learn methods that will help you in your spell work and such later. Breath seems simple. You breathe in, you breathe out. Not so hard. But there are certain methods of breathing that help to ground you, help to focus you, and pretty much everything in between. There will be a large list of links and videos for you to digest later. It's going to be a lot of learning and a lot of reading, unfortunately. But I'll teach you right now, two methods of breathing that will help you in your practice. The first is box breathing. Box breathing is the method that's used predominantly in yoga and Qigong and, of course, spell work to build up energy and oxygenate the blood. A lot of people use it in diving as well. So let's get to it. In box breathing, you breathe in fully. Hold for 4 breaths for a count of 4. Breathe out completely. Hold for a count of 4. Sorry guys, I'm learning where the camera is. Do this several times. It's basically rinse and repeat. Breathe in. How did that make you feel? Do you feel a little more relaxed, a little more in yourself? Sorry. Bug decided to fly in my face. That method of breathing helps to ground you, helps to oxygenate your blood, but also in the process of breathing, when you breathe in, tries to visualize energy going into your body. And then when you breathe out, you digest the energy that you just took in and exhale what's left. You do this, you breathe, count your breaths, breathe 10 times, start again. This can be used in meditation. Not always is it used in meditative practice. The second one, ujjayi breath, is used in meditative practice, predominantly in zazen and sitting meditations. So that one, you put your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Sorry. And then you breathe in and out with your tongue on the roof of your mouth. And it creates a like a hissing sound that you will be able to hear audibly to yourself. Not always will it be apparent to others, but I'll try to exaggerate it so that you can hear something what it'll sound like. So it'll be now I was really pushing to do that. When you do it, you're not pushing to do it. It's a more audible breath. You use that in combination with mudras, which are hand positions, which pertain to specific things. This is the one that most people recognize. In Sazen, they do this, but I can't really. It's something like that, and that sits in your lap. The hole there represents the area where energy will enter your body and metabolize in you. But it also helps to create a flow. So your breath comes in and out through there. And so it creates a circular breath, and it's belly breathing. So your stomach should push out when you breathe in and collapse back in towards your rib cage when you breathe out. This is the basics of breathing for ritual work and meditative practice. I'll get on to meditative practice now as well. I do Zazen meditative practice, but you can do any form of meditative practice that works for you. If you have ADD and ADHD and autism, sitting still may be horrendous to you. So, moving meditations tend to work. Guided meditations work as well, depending on how active your body wants to be. Have a fidget spinner or something that you can fidget with because your mind doesn't shut off. So it's going to demand stimming, and those objects give you the ability to stim but also maintain a meditative practice. Counting your breath helps. So you count each breath up to 10 and repeat. And you do so for 5 minutes to start. I say 5 minutes. If you can only do 30 seconds, fine. If you can do a minute, fine. Anywhere where up to 5 minutes, start it with five as your goal and work from there. Meditation helps you to get not only acquainted with your body, but your mind and your soul at the same time. This is part of a mind, body, soul magical practice that I'm working on as a course, so I'll let you know when that is complete and available. So, meditative practice, it helps. It helps to build the energetic body in that you are able to work through the things that are in your head and your soul that you have to deal with. Meditation starting out, you may not have any of the effects that I'm about to talk about, but don't be scared when it does happen. Your emotions will play on you. Thoughts and images will appear to you. Other entities and energies around you will present themselves to you. For now, put up your hand and say, I can't do these things right now for the entities and energies that are outside of you. I can't play with you right now. I have to stay within myself. That puts up a block, is basically, hey, respect my privacy and let me do my initial learning. But the emotions, dealing with emotion when starting your meditative practice. You will at times have strong emotions come to the forefront. You'll want to cry, laugh, shout. It's okay to feel what you feel in life and everything else. You are allowed to be and feel what you feel. Now, dealing with these emotions while in meditation, you use your breath to work through it. So you breathe in, you allow the emotion to wash over you, and you breathe out and you let it go. Same with thoughts and memories that are hard to deal with. You allow that to come in and then sit with you for a minute and then go away. That is one way of doing it. I do a method of meditation where I have a fire imaged in my head, a visualization of a fire, and I feed all my thoughts and emotions to it and analyze them as I do it. I call this the flame and void. You bring the heat of the fire up from embers to a roaring fire as white hot as you can get it. And then you visualize any thoughts and emotions that come to you in that fire. And you analyze the thoughts and emotions. You look at them. This is very intense, and I'm sorry. Don't do this right away. Take your time. Just ease into the emotions and breathe them out to begin with. Over time, you'll build up the ability to look at them without allowing your emotions to cloud what you see, and you can see things in your experiences and the energies around you and everything around you that you normally wouldn't see and be able to digest and integrate that into yourself because you cannot take away from you what you've been, what you are now, and what you will be. That is all part of you at every given moment. You can integrate your past and present into you and deal with those emotions. I am simplifying this only in that this is meant to be a basic training, but this is One of the most difficult things that you will learn in magical practice is that it is a journey of self-improvement from the beginning all the way to the end. You will never stop learning. You will never stop growing and changing. Accept change when it comes to you. Not easily done. I have my problems with it too. But just deal with it as best you can. Like I said, strong emotions when they come at you, breathe them in and let them go. Now I'll get on to the body and the energetic body. Your body is made of matter. Matter is energy. Energy, in some ways, it can be considered light. I call it the energetic body because it's more complex than simply light. Your soul, though it may have a component of matter to it, it is not matter. It is pure energy in its rawest form, and it's everywhere. Your personal energetic body can be built upon by the energy of everything else around you. You have to be careful in what you invite into yourself. So, learning protections is important. I'll do that in a later class because not always will you need protections when you're doing this stuff. You're not always inviting in entities that may be more powerful and more alien to you than yourself. So you'll learn to protect yourself, and I'll give you the methods to protect yourself at a later date. Right now, it is simply learning to develop the energetic body. Now, the energetic body can be seen by some people as an aura, and that aura can be many different colors. It can be one color, or multiple colors, or a spectrum of colors. Some people can see it, some people can't. Most people feel it, though. You will feel the energy of someone else near you, particularly if that person is angry or feeling strong emotions. That is part of the process of why I'm teaching you this. You will learn and be able to stop that process from happening in yourself so that you're not exuding your emotions on everyone else around you. You are able to put up walls and protect yourself. The energetic body can be developed in many ways. Meditative practice, breath work. See why I had those first, because they're very important to the process of building the energetic body. The first method of feeling your energy I'll teach you is clasp between your fingers. And you basically take your hands, put them together like a almost like a steeple, and you start to move your fingers in and out. Eventually, it'll start to feel like you have a pane of glass between them. When you get good at that and you can feel it regularly, you can stop and start to pull your fingers apart. And I can still feel the energy of that glass, so to speak. It is part of my energetic body. I can feel that energy all the way out to here and beyond because I've done this for years. When you start out, you may only be able to get a few millimeters away and then it disappears. As you learn more, as you build more upon your energetic body, you'll be able to feel it more readily and know the flow of energy and what you need to do for certain rituals and spell work. Another method is stirring the blood. And that's basically you do body rotations. You stand with your feet about waist width, if not a little bit further, and knees slightly bent to keep you balanced. And then you start to rotate. I'm doing this clockwise. Clockwise is drawing energy into you, and this helps to build the energetic body. Now, you don't see me doing it, but I'm still doing it. You will see blood spots start to form in your hands when you're doing it right. You'll you'll see it within a few seconds of 30 seconds of doing it. And that will help to get you used to not only the flow of blood in your body, but the flow of energy in your body. Clockwise is summoning, bringing energy into you. If you do it counterclockwise, it's banishing energy away from you. So that in itself, that's a simple method of summon, bring energy to you, banish, push energy away from you. Simple teaching, practice it, do it uh, without any intentions, just to feel the energy flow both ways. If you feel that you're getting a lot of negative energy, do a banishing version of it and push that energy away from you. Now, there's a third method of learning the energetic body. There's multiple ways and multiple exercises that you can do, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. The third method I'll show you is I'm going to use a pencil to demonstrate if if I can get it to right, right. There we go. It disappears. Sorry, guys. So start doing figure 8 with a pencil. Start slowly and increase speed. It's going to disappear and it's going to look funky on here. But doing that, you can do that with just your hand. You feel the motion, but do you feel the energy in your hand as you're moving? Inwards is in towards you, outwards is away from you. This is done in martial arts predominantly. You can use a staff as well to do the same thing, but don't do that inside. You're more likely to hurt yourself, someone else, or damage something you might find important later. But that is a method of learning energy flow. And you can do it with a staff, two-handed. It gives you the ability to feel your energy and motion, the motion of that energy, because it is there. It's as simple as breathing, like I said at the beginning. Okay, other exercises and whatnot that you can do. Yoga is great. Qigong, great as well. Dancing, drumming, singing, all of these teach you about the energy of your body. Singing is quite hard in that you're developing your vocal cords, your lungs, building capacity in your lungs so that you can hold notes longer, or in the case of throat singing, being able to use the vocal cords that most people never ever end up using. These methods are quite involved. I have a list of all of this in the show notes, as well as videos for you to digest. Explore everything that you can, read as much as you can, and try to do some of the exercises that I've taught you today. All right, guys, I'll leave it at that. Keep learning. Have a good day.